This is the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 34. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, least coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. All right, giving all the praise, honor, and glory and fear unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. Once again, call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well. Shalom to you, brothers Yakim out there that's teaching the true and real gospel of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and on sincerity and in truth to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel in these latter days. You brothers that's ushering in the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and chant down Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, and the so-called white man, Esau Edom's power structure as a whole. All right, so a few things I wanted to go through. Lord willing, I'll make this brief as possible. It's just a prophecy watch. And, just as it's written in the book of Habakkuk, all right, Habakkuk explained how he was upon his watchtower, and he will watch what the Lord would say unto him, all right, and that's basically what we do as men of the Lord. We hear about certain things, we see certain things in the news, certain articles, and we just report on them. All right, the work must go on. The warning must continue. All right, so basically I just got a few things I wanted to speak on, and I guess I'll hop right into it. The first thing is, and most of these articles are from the peoplesvoice.tv, and there's one thing from Instagram, but the first thing here is, all right, because this world is headed for some major calamities, man. A lot of distress and anguish is about to fall upon the inhabitants of the earth, and the powers that be are going to be responsible for everything that you people are about to go through, all right, because they're talking on switching over the system, and they understand that they're going to be people who are basically not going to be with these devil's agendas that they plan on implementing in the world. Okay, because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is on his last leg. He basically knows his society is on its way out. His rulership is on its way out. He's about to lose the throne. And since he knows he's about to lose a throne, he's about to lose his damn mind. All right, and he's about to come down with great wrath upon the inhabitants of the earth. He's going to come down upon, especially you Israelites, like a madman, sparing none. Okay, and the scriptures describe this man, pursuing the Psalms, the 17th chapter, as the Heavenly Father's sword. Okay, and the so-called white man, he passes laws and things of that nature. The scriptures speak about how, woe unto him that decrees unrighteous decrees. These unrighteous laws and legislations and things of that nature that this man passes is not for the welfare of the world, not for the welfare of the people. It's for your detriment. Okay, so not only does he get at you with his laws, he also gets people through the sword. Okay, so let me get this real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17. So he's all about doing damage on the earth, and this is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on the left-hand side to do ultimately the Lord's bidding. Okay, because ultimately the earth has been exceedingly polluted with wickedness, and we're entering into a time where that wickedness is going to be there's going to be scourges for amendments. Okay, scourges for correction. There's going to be judgments that are going to take place. All right, but this is Psalm chapter 17, and I'll start at 12. It says, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Okay, that's how Esau Edom is. All right, he's a predator. All right, unto the inhabitants of the earth, which are his prey. Okay, now it says, as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Disappoint who? The so-called white man. All right, because he's talking about setting up an NWO. All right, a new world order, a new, system. All right, the scriptures describe it as the image of the beast. You know, and the image of the beast is speaking as we live and breathe. Okay, it's speaking. It's a system that has been implemented. It's a way of life. It's this various, technology, the Internet of Things, AI. It's all a part of the image of the beast, man. It's all a part of this new world order that he's erecting. All right, this is a new Tower of Babel, so to speak. All right, something that the heathen once again are trying to erect to avoid, all right, the judgment of the Lord and continue their kingdom on the earth. Okay. Continue, Esau looking to forward his rulership, get his birthright back, but through artificial means. But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to disappoint him. All right. Even in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, it talks about how the Heavenly Father is going to laugh at these devils, man, because he knows that his day is near. All right. But it says, cast him down. Yeah, cast him out of rulership. Cast Lucifer out of heaven. All right. Which is a so-called white man. Okay, it says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So we're praying that the Lord delivers us from the wicked, all right, in the times to come, because he is the Lord's sword. Okay, he's going to use him for sure. Use Esau, Edom to do some damage in these times. Okay, and there will be punishments. There will be consequences for those who, basically refuse to comply. Like it says here in the peoplesvoice.tv, the headline says, U.S. government building secret detention facilities in 50 states for non-compliant dissidents. All right. And there's been, certain videos and things of that nature on the internet. All right. Certain reports of people who go through these various random places in the U.S. All right. Places that are seemingly deserted, but they have these buildings in the field of the buildings in the various lots or whatever. There are these big ass coffins. Okay, there's certain areas where there's cages set up. So it's talks and really it's true that there are concentration camps that are set up all over America, Babylon the Great, because they're built for housing and imprisoning the American people. All right. when that time comes. And of course we know as well that they ordered guillotines. Okay, because for those who, like I said, who don't want to worship the image of the beast, you're literally going to be killed pursuant to Revelation, the 13th chapter. You're going to be killed. Not only are you not going to be able to participate in this world, but there will be consequences eventually for those who don't want to get in order. All right, according to their order, their instructions. All right, you see goddamn Joe Biden here looking like a straight demon. All right, all these devils are about to go in straight demon mode. All right. So it says here, a whistleblower who worked for the Department of Health and Human Services has revealed the U.S. government in collaboration with the WEF is building secret detention facilities in all 50 states capable of detaining millions of people. Okay, there's going to be certain health laws on the table as well. Okay, there's going to be certain, mandates for people to take that juice. And for people who don't want to cooperate and take that juice, you're going to be looked at as a public enemy. You're going to be looked at as an issue, and that's going to be another reason that people are going to be locked up. You see? But yeah. It says, according to the whistleblowers, these prison-like compounds located in sparsely populated and controlled locations will be used for those who refuse to comply with upcoming government mandates and regulations regarding long-term lockdowns and new juices for the new plan to the demic. You see? So this man he's about to come at you people hard. He's about to set up draconian measures, draconian laws. And once again, if you do not comply, you will be imprisoned. Okay? And once again, this is all unrighteous decrees that this man is passing. But it just lets you know that we in that time. And this is also proof that this man is the fucking devil. All right? But we know that, these troublesome times that are coming are also going to be a trial of our faith as men of the Lord. Okay? Because, we know our enemy. We know what he's basically up to. We know why he's going to react in the times to come the way he's going to react. But we just got to hold down our faith and not comply. All right. It's going to be a great time on earth where we're going to have to have a great level of faith and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. That he will deliver us out of certain troubles. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this out real quick just to highlight the fact that there will be, threats of imprisonment. But this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, which is a man, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried." Okay, it's a trial of our faith, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, meaning a perfect amount of time. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So our faith is going to be tested. All right, not our abilities to keep the laws, which is going to lead us to a crown of life. No, the Lord is going to try our faith. Okay, our resilience, our spiritual resilience. All right, do we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai or not? Do we trust him that he's going to get us through these times or not? All right, and depending on what your lot is, okay, if you're the elect, you're going to get through it. But if you ain't, right, you're going to succumb, and you're eventually just going to get put to death. All right, so the threats of imprisonment, all right, is coming, but really it's nothing new, because the apostles and the disciples, they've all been through these things as well. Okay, there are testimonies, there are things that were written aforetime that were written for our learning. Okay, in the book of Acts, Peter was locked up, Paul was locked up, and the angels of the Lord came through and delivered them. All right, so that's our hope at the end of the deal, that the Lord will show miracles, and that he will free us. All right, however he does it, however things go down, the trust has to always be in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The faith has to always be in the Lord. Okay, so once again, this is just highlighting that this is what's coming down the pipe, man. This is all biblical prophecy. Okay, so that's just one thing I wanted to highlight. And then the other thing is, because in the midst of this man trying to set up his NWO, there's one main component, one main agenda, that's to get people micro C-hipped. Okay, and we can see how the infrastructure and all of those things are, the digital infrastructure is being set up right now. As far as people being able to pay with their palms, pay with their thumbprint, and people right now even have the C-hip, the micro C-hip, or the RFID chip in their right hands. Okay, to be able to pay for things in certain places over there in Europe. All right, there's people walking around with them right now as we speak. You see, so that's the fulfillment of Revelation, the 13th chapter. And then you also have Neuralink, which has been basically set up and spearheaded by Elon Musk. And, and it's not just his company. It's not just Neuralink. It's a lot more companies. A lot of devils are investing in the type of technology that you're going to be able to put inside of your brain, those brain C-hips, man. Okay, so yeah, technology and AI, like I said, all these things will be at the forefront. All right, but the main function of that micro C-hip, according to the scripture in Revelation 13 chapter, will be to buy and sell, to buy and sell. So, and that's something that a lot of Israelite camps ignore when they tell you, oh, you ask them, oh, what's the mark of the beast? And they give you an answer, but a lot of their answers don't line up with how, it's relative to buying and selling. How is sin? How are you going to be able to buy and sell with sin? Okay. How are you going to be able to buy and sell with an embargo? It doesn't make sense. Okay. So a lot of these groups out here ain't got it. But this article here from the peoplesvoice.tv, it says, will the war on cash, quote unquote, ultimately fail? Okay. And the truth of the matter is, just to answer that question, no, the war on cash will not fail. Okay? Because why? It's written within the scriptures, and everything that the Lord says is going to check out, because his words are what? Faithful and true. It says some believe that the war on cash and CBDCs are doomed before they even begin. So it says the idea of implementing so-called juice passports failed miserably. It says, can the war on cash fail too? It says, according to the Ron Paul Liberty Report, the desires of our corporatist and special interest run government was laid bare for all of us to see. We American citizens should never rest on our laurels, though. The war on cash is another angle for achieving the same goals, like juice passports and totally digital and government-controlled cashless system will also end up going down in flames. No, it will not. Well, ultimately it will. Ultimately it will. It's not going to, Esau Edom's agenda is not going to come to a full fruition. Okay? Like we quoted in Psalms the 2nd chapter, the Lord's going to laugh at this man because he's going to be had in derision. All right? And then that's also in the book of Job. Okay, this man's enterprise is going to be cast down. Yes, it will ultimately go up in flames, but as far as the prophecy failing and the war on cash, the Most High is going to keep the spirit on these devils to keep going. All right, now let's get this right here real quick in Isaiah, the 34th chapter. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. All right. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Reading is fundamental. Okay, reading is fundamental. Blessed is he that readeth. That's Revelation, the 1st chapter. So you got to seek ye out of the book of the Lord. All these other books, the Quran, you niggas are all up in Islam. The Quran is trash. Don't have no prophecies. It don't give you no answers as to who you are as a person. All right, what's your nationality, what's your heritage, your culture, and all of that. There's no answers there. Okay, there's no answers in Buddhism. Okay, no, you know, all these other books and all these other religions and philosophies don't edify you as an Israelite. Okay, it doesn't build you up spiritually. It doesn't warn you of anything. Like, what's the end result of America? You know, what's the end result of Babylon the Great? Is a so-called white man going to get paid back? You know, what's going to happen to them? Okay, there's a lot of answers or a lot of questions that need to be answered, and they're all being answered through the scriptures, man. That's why you have to seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Okay? But as far as this technology and AI and the war on cash and things going digital, CBDCs and that things of that nature, these are all things that are relative directly to prophecy. These were visions that our forefather John the Revelator got from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He saw these things, and he wrote these things down for us to have in these times. And the scriptures speak about measuring the times diligently in itself, and that's how we know we're in those times wherein this man is going to eventually make the CHIP. Okay, he's going to get rid of the cash. He's going to implement that CHIP, and ultimately it's going to be made mandatory. Okay, because as we quoted in Revelation 13 as well, if you don't want to get down with the image of the beast, you're going to be killed. That's how you know it's going to be mandated. All right? But it says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail. That's the point, ultimately. Will the war on cash ultimately fail? No, it will not. Why? Because the prophecies of the Heavenly Father are not going to fail. None of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. Okay? And you can't compare this Bible to any other book. This is a spiritual book, right? It's inspired by the Heavenly Father in the name of his Son. It says, for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. You see, so the Lord's mouth commanded. Okay, these scriptures are basically, you know, set in this particular time wherein it's going to be fulfilled. Okay, and the spirit of this book, of course, these words is also what's gathering the elect of the nation of Israel together underneath one banner, one spirit, one mind. Okay. Verse 17, and he had cast a lot for them, and his hand had divided unto them by a line. They shall possess it forever, from generation to generation shall they dwell. All right, there. But ultimately the point was, none of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. Okay. That's talking about the scriptures. That's talking about the prophecies of this book. Let's get this here in the book of 2 Ezra 15. You already know. And 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You see, so the prophecies are not going to fail. They're faithful. But as for everybody that don't believe, the Israelites that don't believe, you're gonna die in your unfaithfulness. All right, your incredulity is going to lead to you being destroyed. Okay, because you're going to end up taking that MOTB. All right, and it's going to lead you to having to endure the punishment, all right, of torment of fire, all right, which is going to come by way of thermonuclear destruction during World War III. All right, it's going to lead you to being tormented in that. All right, there's a major punishment behind those that bow the knee and put that C-hip inside of you, man. Okay, you jakes are going way the hell off. All right, but the Most High is going to get you. You've rebelled. That's going to be the last time you niggas rebel against the Lord. That's going to be the last time you worship another God outside of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, you niggas are about to be toast. You're about to be toast, but you're going to wake up, all right, through the loins of the elect men that do make it, all right, that get the victory over the image and over the beast and over the mark. Those men that were saved out of that destruction, they're going to, you know, they're going to find women eventually, and they're going to procreate and bring all you jakes that died on this side here in America back into the world. Okay, and then you'll be perfect and have the kingdom forever and ever. But on this side, our people going to have to die. 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be cut off. You see that? All right. And like I mentioned just now, I don't think I read any of this. Oh, yes, I did. I read some of it. But anyway, there's one last thing I wanted to basically show. Okay. And that's just this right here. This is from the endtimeheadlines.org. I thought I had I think I do. Let me hold on. Yes, here it is. All right, because I spake about World War III. All right, and how those nuclear missiles are going to come, because right when those C-HIPs are made mandatory, bombs away. All right, bombs away. All right, because like I said, the punishment for taking the C-HIP will be you jakes being baptized in nuclear fire, literal nuclear fire. All right, being put to death. All right, that's the second death, and it's going to create what the scriptures describe as the lake of fire over here in America, Babylon the Great, the contiguous United States. You see, so when you read this here from the endtimeheadlines.org, the title of it reads Prophecy Watch. Prophecy Watch. Russia to sign new pact. Russia is the bear. Russia to sign new pact with Iran in very near future. A new pact. Now let's look up the definition of a pact real quick. A pact. So the definition here says an international treaty. So basically a treaty between two different countries. Okay, so some synonyms is a settlement, understanding, a covenant, a deal, an agreement. Now, why is this important? Because these two entities are literally directly written about in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. Okay, Russia being Gog and Magog, and then Iran being Persia. So this alliance is biblical. It's crazy, man. It's amazing. The words of the Heavenly Father are faithful and true. And mind you, Russia is going to be the main superpower that the Lord is going to use to bring an end to Babylon the Great America. Let's bring up that prophecy real quick. That's in 2 Ezra 13 too. Right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 13. I mean, not 2 Ezra, Revelation 13. So like Revelation 13 and 2. It says, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard." Okay, this is describing Esau, Edom's various power structures that have risen up in the past. So it's this, the beast which he saw was like unto a leopard. All right. It says, "And his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority." Okay, so this is speaking about a power structure of the Edomites and how it began with the Greeks. Okay, and now we're living in a time where that beast, like it tells you in the first verse, that rose up out of the sea, okay, is ruling over the earth, NATO, which is NATO in the EU, all right, which America is a part of that. But it mentioned how that beast, the feet of that beast was as the feet of a bear, and that bear is speaking about Russia. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick, just to show you, in Revelation 13, when you go into that word, damn, what the hell? Bear. Go into that word bear real quick. All right, this is just, more proof. The Greek word here is arctos. You see? So now, I believe it's when you hit this Greek G17, yep, the root word of arctos is archeo. All right, and when you go here to the definition, it says to what? To be possessed of unfailing strength. All right, and Russia in itself is a very strong superpower. It says to be strong, to suffice, to be enough, to defend or ward off. Okay, they're going to come to the defense eventually of who? Persia, which is Iran, because Iran is more than likely, as apostles have pointed out, Iran is going to be invaded, because the scriptures speak about, the least of the flock is going to draw all these nations into the war, because the small hatters, which is the least of the flock, the so-called Jays, they've had a lot of issues. They got a lot of beef with Iran. There's all type of wars going on between Iran proxy armies and the Israelis right now as we speak. And that's more proof that things are definitely building up and manifesting. But there's going to come a point in time where Israel is going to do something that's going to cause America to eventually invade Iran. Okay, and when America invades Iran, that's when the bear is going to come to defend Iran. Okay, and then ultimately all the other nations are going to get involved as well. But let's get this here real quick in Ezekiel, just to show you. Ezekiel 38. And the word of the Lord, in verse 1, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against it. So this represents Russia today. Okay? And say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them, clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So they're going to be prepared militarily. Now watch this, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. Okay, so Persia is going to be a part of that assembly of great nations, all right, into this war. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Okay, be thou prepared, and prepared for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou what? A guard unto them. Be thou a guard unto them. You see that? So that's how we know in Revelation, the 13th chapter, speaks about the feet of the bear. The feet of that beast, being the bear, is speaking about Russia, because they're going to be a major part in the downfall. All right, at the very end of this man's system, Russia is going to be a part of their downfall. Okay, and that downfall, of course, is going to be through fire. All right, and then even pursuant to Revelation, the 17th chapter, you're going to have America's allies are going to turn on them. Okay, the EU is going to turn on America. they're going to shoot missiles at this bitch. Okay? So, hey man, that the time is nigh. The time is very, very nigh. It's Jeremiah chapter 51. And verse 11, it says, I'll start at 10. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. All right, their spirit has been raised up. All right, just like in ancient time. Okay, because what ultimately happened to ancient Babylon? It was taken down. All right, it was taken down by who? The Medo-Persian Empire. All right, the actual Medes and the actual Persians, Elam and Japhet had an alliance, okay, which was a major kingdom, a major empire, all right, in times past. And they came after and took down who? The Neo-Babylonian Empire. So there's nothing new underneath the sun. All right, the Medes today is the Russians having that alliance, that pact with Iran, the Persians, all over again. Okay? There's nothing new underneath the sun. So what the Lord is going to do this time around is that Babylon, the new Babylon, the Great, which is America, is going to be completely destroyed primarily by these two nations. But, you know, all nations that possess nuclear capabilities are going to shoot at this place. Let's read this. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. You see that? The vengeance of the Lord, man. The vengeance of his temple. Let's get this one real quick. I want to get something real specific. Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. So America has sinned a great sin. You Edomites have sinned a tremendous sin. Your tab of wickedness, man, it is so goddamn deep, it's not even funny. It's not funny at all. Your tab is so goddamn big and long. You devils got so much to pay for. Okay, beginning with you elites, and we enter into that time where you about to get that payback. All right, so these arrows, all right, are going to be shot off. All right, you can even read that in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, from one end of the earth even to the other. And the her is dealing with America, Babylon the Great, that harlot. Okay, the mistress of witchcrafts. The Most High is going to burn her. The Lord said he suffered not a wish to live. The best thing to do to a witch is to burn her ass. So that's exactly what's going to happen. All right. So that's why you see Russia making pacts, treaties, agreements, covenants with nations like Iran, because it's all in the scriptures. You can read this article for yourself. I just really wanted the headline. That's all you need to see. All right. End time headlines. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on those few things real quick, just to let you know we are in those times. All right, we ain't entering into nothing. We're in those times, and we just waiting for, you know, a major crisis. We waiting for, you know, the Lord to put the spirit on this devil to really get shit popping out here, man. All right, because we desperately need a new heavens and a new earth. We tired of slavery. We tired of captivity, man. We trying to go home. So, you know, I pray this was edifying, informative. And I'm going to close it out there and say shalom.